Okay.
If Dak Prescott loses this week, it will get as bad as it can get without him going on the bench. It's very much so a must-win. We think of must-win as like, something's going to happen, somebody's going to die. It's not that serious in sports. But it will get as bad as it can get in Dallas without putting Dak on the bench if they lose. Dak's already 0-1. So if the Cowboys lose, we can all kind of assume it was in large part because Dak Prescott did not help. Defense ain't going to struggle. They played solidly enough against the Eagles, and the Eagles are a good offense. So if Dak comes back and they lose, it's really as bad as it can get. Can't put him on the bench because 160 million reasons why. But it will get as bad as it can get, Joy Taylor, without them putting him on the bench. For that reason, I think it's a must-win.
I don't think this week is a must-win. Next week's a must-win.
Yeah.
That's real.
I think I have to sacrifice. I think I've got to give in. They play the Bears. I think.
Who they quarterback? Let me stop.
No, but that's the point. That and if they lose to the Bears, they have what after that? A bye. So they lose to the Bears, and then you've got all this extra time for us to speculate and talk about who should be the quarterback when they come back. So I don't think this is a must-win game. I'm not giving him as much grace as probably Dave will for the hands because I don't think he should be playing if he's still that injured. If his hand's going to affect his play, he shouldn't be playing this week, and Cooper Rush should be out there, which is why I'm resisting giving my grace in that space.
Okay.
That said, we've seen the Lions be capable of putting up a lot of points. So while their defense is not answered, their offense can certainly get things rolling. So now I don't know how they're going to do that against a Cowboys defense, but we've seen it happen before where this year they put up a bunch of points. So if they were to lose this game in Dak's first game back, after, by the way, the Cowboys lost last week, I don't think it would be as much there would be so much panic. Now, theirs is a different conversation. So this week, I don't think is a must-win, especially because they just lost. If they were coming off an Eagles win, different conversation.
Lions this week, Bears next week. Is this week a must-win, 2-5?
This week, no, it's not a must-win. I think with Dak Prescott, if they lose, they'll make an excuse. Oh, his hand was banged up, his fingernail.
When you say they, who's going to make it?
Dave, all the Dallas fans out there. That makes some excuse. And then also, I think he'll be a little rusty. So, but what I want to see from Dak, I just want to see him be more efficient, right? Take some plays out of the Cooper Rush book. This is not my words. Steve Young, one of the greatest of a Hall of Famer at that, he said he can learn from Cooper Rush. And I think what he's saying about that is being safe, not trying to make every throw, right? He's just getting back, knock some of that rust off. Just be efficient as possible. But if they lose, they'll make an excuse.
Must win, Dave. You know best.
And it's a must-win for me. Must-win for me, who has to come on this show and do 5 days of talk about it. But no, for Dak Prescott, no. And there's some truth in what you're saying, Shady.
It always is, brother. It always is.
Make sure you get my eye roll on my.
Shady is the right name for him.
No, he's coming off a 6-week layoff. It is an injury to his throwing hand, and if y'all don't want to give him grace for that, that's fine. But I'm curious to see how it goes. I'm going to give you some time to get used to playing football again and to figure out how to play despite that injury. That's a really good point. If he's not healthy enough, maybe he shouldn't be out there, but this is what it is. He talked to the media in Dallas yesterday and was like, against Philly was the first time I was really itching and feeling like I could make a difference. This is the first time this season since he hurt his thumb that he's felt that way. So if he felt that way last week, you know he's going to play now. You can't keep him off the field forever. Despite that, his own injury, and then look, y'all can call me crazy if you want to. As far as 1-4 teams go, the Lions are not trash. They're not good. They're not trash. They played Philly close in the season opener.
Mike
They had a
Gage.
fourth quarter lead against Minnesota, who's 5-1. So this is not a terrible team. So if they lose,
wait a second.
it's not the end of the world.
Wait a second.
They should win.
Hold up, wait a minute.
Hey, I thought I was finished. Hey. Okay,
here we go.
Because it's the next line. Now look, Dave, you're starting to do what Cowboys faithful do.
Yes, what they do.
And it was subtle. I don't know if you caught it. I think
Here we go.
She's a vet. Shady caught it. You might not have caught it.
Enlighten me.
They start to lay a mattress down in advance.
No.
Now look, y'all. The 1-4 Lions that had the number 2 overall pick in last year's NFL draft, they're not a bad team. I mean, they've lost 4 games and only won 1. They got shut out by the Patriots 29-0, but they're not a bad football. I mean, they gave up 48
They
points.
played so hard.
But they played good. So if Dak loses to the Lions, I mean, they're not a bad 1-4 football team.
How'd your most dangerous San Francisco 49ers do last week in the NFL playing?
Shots fired.
Super highly of.
Shots fired.
This is so you can make excuses when you feel good about the team.
4 or 5 guys out.
When you feel good about the team, you can make excuses.
4 or 5 guys out.
It is
4 or 5 guys out.
For the Cowboys that were 4-1 with Cooper Rush to lose to the Lions. It's inexcusable.
It's an NFL team.
It is the NFL.
It's not. This is not college. This is not the SEC. They're not playing Panera Bread University.
Panera Bread University.
There are no Panera.
Like Texas.
Panera Bread University.
The Houston Texans.
Maybe the Chicago.
Oh my God. Okay, we're gonna have to stop with Panera Bread University. Oh my goodness. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? It is Friday night and I just got paid. Okay. And oh, well, it's Friday night and Mike just got paid. Mike check here.
Mic sound nice, check 1. My mic sound nice, check 2. My mic sound nice, check 3. Are you ready?
What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? It is Friday night on week number 7. Dem Boys kick. What's up, Dem Boys? You showing up this weekend or not, my man? There is, let me say to the ladies, let me first of all make sure I say Angelica Barron. I see you. Ooh, I see you. I found out. You know what happened? Somehow, she was blocked on my Google account. I don't know how that happened. Whenever you block somebody on here, it blocks it on YouTube. But somehow, shout out to Captain Taki for letting me for helping me out on that. There's Gina Thorne. What's up, Gina? And there's Paula Bettis. What's up, Paula? D and Lee's Life. What's up, D and Lee's? We got a Roland's Review. Miss Hot Sauce herself, Lola. And I think did I get Joanne Gonzalez? What's up? You unblocked me too. Wait a minute. You weren't blocked. I love weed. I still don't know how it was. But Angelica Barron, you have the one, the only We Dem Boys with the red heart on it. The red heart. It is on its way to you.
We love them boys.
That's right, huh?
We love them boys.
Because my wife said, we love them boys. That's right. But it is on its way to you with your tailgate package. I think, let me make sure I got, straight. We think that we've gotten everybody squared away as far as tailgate members. They should be on their way. Pamela Savage. What's up, Pamela? If you are a channel member like Lola, like Gina Thorne, like I Love Weed, like Joanne Gonzalez and all that, if you have not gone to the community tab and hit the link to go to our Thrive site, Eastside, what's up, man?
Take the money out, all of it.
You still have your
you need to go there, so you hit the link to go to the Thrive site. That way we have the information to make sure we send you your stuff. We have gotten out the gold Joe Bardies, we believe, to all of the tailgate members that have been there for at least 12 months. We're getting ready to start. I just ordered special packaging for what we're going to be doing for you super fans. Your package is going out next week as well, so we're working on getting all this stuff. And Ruben Walls and Lola and Lord Nova are all channel members. Appreciate that. And Chai Records, what's up, man? Is that short for Chicago Chai Jazz Records? I'm just wondering. All right, so here we are. We are taking on the 1-5 Detroit Lions. Okay, so 1-5 Detroit Lions, and what?
The key to victory is put a lot of points on the board.
Well, that's the key to victory in almost any game.
I'm talking about the Lions because their defense is trash, but they can put up a lot of points.
They put up 0 last week.
Who was their former coach, who's now with New England?
Matt Patricia.
He knows the playbook.
What's up, Leroy? But Leroy's in the house.
All the other games that they lost by 3 points. 3 points.
Dennis Randell, Mike, when do you see Damn Gina? When he goes up and sees her. Yeah, DL Light, thank you for being an awesome example of a father. Get gems for you every time. Oh, man, I appreciate that, man. Shout out to D and Lee. Can you call me up? Can I call you out? Caesar, what do you want me to call you out for? I'm just curious what call you out. Caesar, you're called out. Yes, it is in Chicago to Jackson, Tennessee. All right, so here's kind of crazy. After the way this season started, with Dak Prescott being hurt, Tyron Smith being out, having Dalton Schultz, Blake Jarwin, nicked up and injured and things. This week, the only person that's out this week, of course, Tyron Smith's on injured reserve, but the only one that's out this week is Matt Lewinsky. We had the mysterious injury that happened last Thursday to CeeDee Lamb, and he was injured with the hip. He's not listed. Dak Prescott in his hand, not listed.
They're both officially off.
Nobody was, except for Matt Lewinsky, our backup guard.
I don't even know who that is.
When Connor McGovern got hurt, Matt Lewinsky was our starting left guard. He's only been grading out in the low 30s, so hopefully he gets to get some seasoning on him, and when he plays in the future, he will be playing like Terrence Steele did. Terrence Steele, mind you, okay. Brian Joseph, Cowboys fan since 72. Shout out to Brian Joseph. Look, I'm going to say, Cowboy fan since 72 when I was 7 years old. Shout out to Brian. So, Brian, you an old guy like me, so shout out to you. Let me point out a couple of things because, we keep hearing about how bad Dak Prescott, we heard the jackasses here talking about how bad Dak Prescott was week 1, and we seem to keep acting like the Gridiron Blitz. Is that Gridiron?
Well, we're playing his team this week.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't realize he was a member. Oh, man. You know what, Gridiron Blitz? Shout out. We got to wait. You know what? Let's do a Barry Sanders plaque for him tomorrow.
He also ordered the shot glass rack too.
You mean years ago?
Yeah.
Okay, well, shout out to Gridiron Blitz, man. So we're not going to get run over now. Oh, shout out to Michael Anthony. No, shout out to definitely Gridiron Blitz. He is a Detroit Lions fan and YouTuber. Definitely. We should have been talking. In fact, Gridiron Blitz, damn, you're a Mojo Crew member, and I didn't even, man, I suck. I suck. Well, but Gridiron Blitz, dog, email me. CowboysMark94 Let's talk tomorrow. Let's get some pregame hype going on this thing, man. Let's do this shit. Because it's and listen, let me explain something to you. I got nothing against Detroit. I have spent probably about 12 Thanksgivings in Detroit.
Detroit is to have a nice stadium.
But over there in Greektown, because we used to stay in the Greektown Hotel across the street. I can't remember the pizza place, but that Detroit pizza was good because we'd always go there the first night we got to Detroit, and we had that deep dish, even though they stole it from Chicago. But that that deep dish pizza. Oh man. Oh, boy, that was some good stuff, man. And when they rebuilt the Riverwalk, that was nice. And, of course, one of the great things about Detroit is when you go out and you leave and go to Windsor, Canada, you get a – but, no, true story. One of the first times I went to Detroit, and I remember one thing I would always do whenever I go someplace new is I would say – I'm here for a couple of days. What is the one thing you have to do when you are in town?
Get out alive.
Well, man, you done messed up. Look at this. Damn, son. No. So me and my wife were in a cab. right? And I was being absolutely serious. And this was, like 2004 maybe, okay? So things have gotten better in Detroit since then, okay? But, we were in the cab and stuff, and we said, hey, man, I said, we're here in Detroit, through Thanksgiving to the game and stuff. What's the one thing you got to do when you're in Detroit? He just said, bro, get out alive. I was like, damn. Most people would say, oh, you got to go to a Motown Museum or something like that. If you're in Minneapolis, you got to go see Prince's house. No, he said, get out alive. And I was like, damn. I was like, okay, all right. But no, Detroit's nice people. And the sad thing was, every year we went there for Thanksgiving, I never saw the Lions win on Thanksgiving. I saw Peyton Manning come in and throw 6 TDs. I saw Michael Vick go off in there. I saw Brett Favre. I saw, but every year, Lion fans are there. And I love the stadium because it's very intimate. There's no blocked, views like, say, FedEx Field, and you don't have to worry about shit falling on your head and everything.
Cowboys Stadium.
Yeah, it's Detroit.
Because that's a big, you get to watch the TV.
Yeah,
but sometimes
but see, here's the thing.
From the field,
in Detroit, though, you don't need the big screen because it's like 65, 70,000 seats, but it feels like you're close to the field, even when you're up high. It's nice.
In the box.
Yeah. Yeah, it was nice because we would walk, our hotel was only, about a quarter mile from it. So we just walk right in there and boom and stuff. Caesar, you're subscribed. Shout out to you, Caesar. Okay, so we got the Detroit Lions this weekend. But for the first time, but hold on.
The defense not good. The offense will put points.
Yeah, but you know what? Forget all that stuff. NFL is a week-to-week league.
That's why
because just like they pointed out about the 49ers, they kept saying that, well, the winner of the Eagles-Cowboy game is probably the best team in the NFC, then the 49ers, and then the loser of it. And then the 49ers go out and lose to the Falcons. Now, maybe the Falcons are better than what we think, but you start looking at some of these things. Kansas City, most people think Kansas City is the best team in the AFC behind the Bills, but they lost to the Colts. You don't look at the Colts and say that's a good team. You look at their coaches actually being on the hot seat. Any week, anybody can beat you, except maybe the Washington Commanders.
Or maybe the Lions.
But no, I'm not going to put it out there like that.
I'm just saying the Lions can put points on the board.
But okay, true.
They have this week. Other than last week, the other games they lost by 3 points.
Well, shout out to you, Caesar. I'm glad that you watch every week. Jerry Jones, Dak overrated. Give me the glory holes.
I think that's a part of leadership is to have some of the guys that have gone before that have been disappointed to share it with everybody involved. For me, it's a reminder. Mm-hmm. I, too, have been here 23 years.
23 years.
And it is a reminder. I've been here when it was glory hole days, and I've been here when it wasn't.
I want me some glory holes.
I want me some glory hole. So I have that perspective.
I want me some glory holes. All right, so I want to point out something because we got the Dak delusional fans and things like that or even these people that are saying, well, the pressure's really on Dak because, that game against Tampa Bay, you act like that's the totality of his career. But let me remind you in that game.
Remind you that we don't play good week 1 anyway.
Well, true.
Most
not always. I remember after the Giants won the Super Bowl, the very first game that Jobu got to go to, the Giants were having their Super Bowl party, and the Cowboys kicked that ass.
Did we go to the playoffs that year?
No, we did not.
Okay, then.
Okay, all right. Thomas Garrett, another one of those great channel members. Okay, so I want to remind people that there wasn't a whole lot about our team that you looked at and said, especially on offense, that looked good. CeeDee Lamb did have 4 drop passes. 4 drop passes. And I will remind you that Terrence Steele had 4 penalties, 3 false starts as well. I'm not saying Dak had a good game. He did not. But to squarely say that, had Cooper Rush, the way it's made out to be is if Cooper Rush had been playing against Tampa Bay, we would have won that game. And I don't think that would be the case.
It's actually decent. It's really good.
Huh?
They have a good defense.
Yeah, but here's the question. real question. Would Cooper Rush led on that offense that day, beating Tampa Bay, with Terrence Steele having 4 penalties? We had 10 penalties in that game. That was, well, actually, the 2 games we've lost, we both had 10 penalties.
Credit, though, he'll probably do better than Andy Dalton.
Oh, man.
Because Andy Dalton look like ass.
That's definitely the good, the bad, and the ugly.
That's the one good thing I can say. If we have a good backup. So Andy Dalton was not the answer. But they could have won the game last night if it wasn't for those interceptions.
Yeah. Well,
because they were driving and then interception.
Well, but again, that game was just a bad game.
Well, Andy Dalton's not.
I mean, it was a bad game in totality. But the thing is when you start looking at the amount of points, I think part of the problem with the game we had against the Eagles were Kellen Moore felt like we've got to get up on top early. We've got to score a whole bunch of points, and they risked things a lot more than they would have.
The Eagles didn't do much in the second half.
They never do. That's the Eagles are a second quarter team. That's where they've scored the majority of their points is in the second quarter. And that may be that they get lulled to sleep and they think that all we have to do is coast, but that's going to come back.
Tight ends, that's when we started to actually have a winning formula.
Do we have any Eagle fans in here right now?
No, they ain't there. You know what they're doing though.
What are they doing?
They're still partying. Remember, they're off this week.
Let me make sure I'm not. Okay, I was saying, make sure.
I'd say Eagle fans they have a bye this week, so they can party all week for another week.
Eagle fans, James Renfro, what's up, James?
Take the money out, all of it.
Frank Fleece, Frank, we just packed. I know we packaged Frank stuff today too, didn't we?
Yep,
Hello, Mark and Mike.
They'll go out tomorrow.
Eagle fans,
your package will be going out tomorrow.
Can I talk to you, Eagle fans, for a second here? Can you guys come here? Come here a little closer. Come here a little closer, Eagle fans.
Dang it!
What the hell's wrong with y'all? Seriously. What the hell is wrong with you, Eagle fans?
Are you stupid or something?
I'm as stupid as a stupid.
A lot of nice things to say about y'all. A lot of nice things to say about you.
Let me be clear on something here.
Traitor.
You guys, it's almost comical that you guys are so worried about the Dallas Cowboys. Everything we do. It was funny because DMV's podcast that he had, listening to the Eagles guys, because the guy was saying, man, we starting out 6-0, 6-0. You ain't never started out 6-0. It's like, what is 6-0? Starting out 6-0 means what? The Cardinals started out 7-0 last year, and what'd they do? Nothing.
And what did the Patriots?
Nothing.
What did the Patriots do that one year when they were
17-0?
And they lost the Super Bowl.
Do they look and say, "Hey, we were 7"? No.
They lost the Super Bowl.
No, it doesn't mean shit.
They lost to a wild card team called the Giants that year.
Right.
Wild card team.
But hold on. I get the hat. This hat right here. Okay, this hat.
Does that count?
But no. I did a video today.
Oh, I'm just saying that's.
I actually was trying to have some fun here, and you guys get all butthurt.
Oh, because you weren't wearing it the right way.
Oh, the bet was you wear that. Listen. The bet was you wear the hat and you don't say anything bad about the Eagles. It didn't say that I had to, not wear a wig underneath of it. My fro. Right? Toss me my fro, Mike. Is it crawling across the floor? I actually did more above and beyond the bet.
I know,
because here's the thing. I could go. It said you have to do one video a day. One video, not a live stream. I was literally on a live stream wearing it for 3 hours.
Where is it? Whoa.
3 hours, which is above and beyond. What you guys? I mean, seriously. And why not make it fun? I mean, look. Hold on.
Yes.
I think that was kind of funny. I mean, seriously.
There's nothing in the bet that said.
There's nothing in the bet that said I couldn't wear fake hair. Yeah, I'm wearing the hat, right? I didn't say anything. But that, and the funny thing was, I said, listen, this is what I literally said. I said, this isn't the bet video. So I did my fireside chat. Roger that, Asher, a new channel member. So here it is. Fireside chats. You guys know fireside chats are the end of the day, being thankful that I've had this day and pray that I have another one tomorrow. That's what my fireside chats are. And I let everybody in. I actually ended up wearing the hat during that video. And I literally had some of you jackass, and I'm going to say jackass Eagle fans, well, you didn't wear it for the whole video. Dude, seriously?
Yeah, say
seriously?
For the whole video, said wear it for a video.
I mean, it's like, no,
I can feel it 500 credit. Because when he had to wear the t-shirt, he went above and beyond.
With these motherfucking snakes
he went above and beyond too.
Plane.
He made it fun.
Everybody strap in. I'm about to open some fucking windows.
I mean, seriously. No matter what, you soft, weak-ass biatches will never be happy. But as DMV was, I can't remember which guy it was, he was one of them young pupsters, and all that stuff, a whole lot of mouth and stuff, and DMV said to him, he said, yeah, when we take on you guys on Christmas Eve and everything else. And he said, wait a minute, hold on. He said, we are truly in your mindset, aren't we? Nah, man, we don't care about you any more than anybody else. He said, okay, when do you play the Giants again? Or he said, what's the date to play the Giants?
Well, that's towards the end of the season.
Dude was like,
that's the fourth.
When do you play the Washington Commanders? I don't know. But you know when you play the Cowboys, don't you? I don't remember when because it means so much to you soft, weak-ass biatches that the Cowboys, Kimberly Morris, you're chasing us.
Well, how's that part in that song go? You have the crowd saying, we won Dallas. That's the Eagles. That's Eagle fans, too. That's all they care about.
Philly, okay, Cole, thank you. Philly Notion, okay?
All y'all care about is the Cowboys.
But like I said, congratulations, Eagle fans. You got the win, okay? You got the bye week. You got the best record in football. What do you want us to do, bow down and hand you the Super Bowl trophy? No, dog.
There's still more football to be played.
No.
There's still more football.
I'm serious. Hell, if anything, they always say, and I do believe that we might be seeing you 3 times this season. They always say it's hard to beat a team 3 times in a season. Well, at least we got that shit out the way, right?
The Saints couldn't do it.
All right, so
against Tampa Bay, they couldn't.
There you go. Right, the Saints owned Tampa Bay during the regular season twice, and they lose the playoffs.
They lost. Yeah, they did.
I sound East side. East side. You still think the Texans are a good team too, don't you?
Do they even have 2 wins?
East side. Oh, man, what? It's not working?
Can take number.
Oh, man. I don't know why it's not. Oh, man, damn. They act like they won the Super Bowl. That's what's crazy to me here is you would think that that's what they did, that they won the Super Bowl.
That's what the Giants used to see. Now they've been like the Giants because Dak Prescott's rookie year, that's all they care about is beating us twice. That's all they cared about.
Hold on, let me get something here. All right, so back to that game. And I'm not one to say that, Dak was playing good. That Dak was playing good, because he didn't. Dak didn't play good in that game. But nobody else did in that game. And we did not have Michael Gallup. Right?
And I still don't think...
and Terrence Steele had the 4 penalties. You know what's interesting? Is Terrence Steele... Since that time, he vowed that he was not going to have any more false starts. Has not had another penalty since then.
You're an idiot.
What? Who said that?
Wasn't me.
I'm an idiot? Where did that come from? All right, so the offensive line. Oh, and we had a rookie starting at left tackle for Tyron Smith. But here's the thing that's kind of crazy, and this is where you have to wonder, Eastside, you know, where you say I'm delusional. Here's my thing that I have to say that things are different. Things are different than what has happened in the past. Every time Tyron Smith has gone out before in the past, Zeke Elliott's yardage goes down by a yard. It's not, you know, guessing or anything else. Brother Roz is here. He's my stat man. That's a fact. Hasn't happened this year. Hasn't happened. Bobby Ice. Dak will score 30-plus points with that 90% D. Woo! I would love for us to score to get a 30 burger. That would be nice. Darlene, what's up, Darlene? In the past, this goes to show you that we have a good all-around team, because in the past, when we've lost Dak or Tony Romo, season's gone to
we had guys
shit.
like Andy Dalton starting.
Yes, Ivan, the brother screwed us.
That's right, because I remember too. Because that Andy Dalton starting.
Oh, but Philadelphia. Okay. You know, again, I'm saying congratulations on winning. It's about time. The last time you beat us before, I forgot. I guess you guys don't beat Dak Prescott, do you? Because the last time you guys won, we had Ben DiNucci. Oh, shit. Let me say, congratulations to the Eagles, who are the Dallas Cowboys backup quarterback killers.
Jalen Hurts has never beat Dak Prescott as a starter.
That's right. Huh.
Carson Wentz has, but it was a meaningless game.
Wow.
Tony Romo's retirement game is when he was last.
Eagles.
But at least he beat Dak Prescott.
The Dallas Cowboys backup quarterback killers. I didn't realize that. Okay. But it's okay. Again, Eagles, I'm not mad at you. Okay, I'm not mad at you. You guys want me to be, you know, I don't know what you want me to do.
I mean, y'all play Rush at the right time, because he had a lot on his back. To be undefeated until Dak Prescott comes back.
Blue Virus. What's up, Blue Virus? Shout out to Blue Virus.
That's a lot for somebody to bear, being undefeated until your quarterback comes back. That never happens. He was bound to lose a game.
East Side.
Take the money out! All of it!
You know what, East Side? Guess what, buddy? A lot of guys get put on their butt side. It happens. It's football.
Yeah, just like your former player.
People get knocked out. I tell you what, Eastside. Let me tell you a story, Eastside. I'm going to tell you a story about a Hall of Famer. Because, of course, a Hall of Famer would have never been put on their butt side, would they? But I remember we talking about practice. In practice, 5-time Super Bowl winning linebacker Charles Haley got knocked down in practice. And I'm not going to say the guy's name.
You don't need to mention that.
But he got knocked down in practice by a wingback. And he jumped up and he said, I'm going to fuck you up. And I swear it was the most vicious hit I have ever seen in my life. My man got hit. And he went down and he was carried off. Eastside, he hit him so hard that he ended up breaking some bones in his neck. They said, if you ever get hit there again, you'll be paralyzed. And the man became a cheerleader. So it does happen that people can blindside. Because, you know, Micah Parsons got knocked down by Matt Fournette. Right? Blindside hit. But are you going to say that Micah Parsons ain't the real deal there, buddy? Is that what you're going to say? Charles Haley was an outside linebacker. Mark, trust me. My rookie year at JMU, he was a middle linebacker, and they switched him when we got Coach Joe Przicki to an outside linebacker. And see, here's the thing about an outside linebacker. Outside linebackers technically are really kind of like a defensive end, but the difference is, there is a difference. Typically, a defensive end puts his hand in the dirt, as opposed to an outside linebacker usually comes from a two-point stance. Trust me. I know that. Enjoy the victory. We're coming. Mark, remember Cowboys got beat by the Eagles practice squad players? Yeah, okay. Yeah. And Carolyn Kelly Brunson Hall of Fame has 5 Super Bowl rings. Carolyn Kelly Brunson. Carolyn, I don't know who that is. I'm sorry. I thought it was Charles Haley, and of course Tom Brady was 6. D-Law's feet was in the air. $20 million for just saying. Well, Eastside, he does have 4 sacks. I'll take the 4 sacks and his feet up in the air one time, anytime. Russ was solid as a backup. I ain't mad at him. He did his job. Dak being back is going to stop the offensive play. Well, again, there's still some out there that still think that we should have re-signed Andy Dalton and gotten rid of Dak Prescott. But we saw him yesterday with a couple pick sixes, didn't we? Cowboys are going to knock the Eagles' ass in December. Oh, my God. I pray they do, because I do not want to go into the offseason listening to the Eagles. I knew we'd take it up from the ass, not on the same level. Eastside, your team sucks so bad. Well, Eastside, I hope you're in here the week that we play you guys and the week we play after we play you guys. The Texans. That's one of those ones I can't wait to see you then, Eastside. Brother Roz. In fact, I need to talk to Brother Roz so we can get the statistics together. Hope Roz joins us tomorrow. Roz has lost a horse, and shout out to Roz losing a horse there. I think yesterday or today. Haley did play both outside linebacker when he was with the 49ers. Why aren't we talking about James Washington? Because James Washington, here's the thing about James Washington. Here's my thoughts on this. You can't miss what you never had. You can't miss what you never had. Now, James Washington is close to returning, but he was injured through OTAs. He was injured through training camp. He's never really worked with Dak much. Now, other than before the Eagles game, got some passes in there, and they say he's beginning to do cutting and stuff. So he may be back in, they may start the clock on him next week. Or your daughter wrote him in shows. Didn't realize that. Jobu Shop. Oh, Mike, Mike?
Yeah.
Can you grab, I don't know if we can see it or not, the flag that's over there?
Oh, yeah, I'll get it.
Now I forgot my thoughts here. Damn, I'm getting old and forgetful.
Roz said about his dog.
Oh, about his, the horse. Yeah.
He said get the flag.
Well, I actually want to show, because this was actually a birthday present that my wife had made for me, and I wanted to actually show everybody. Thank you. Check it out. Check it out. Look, check this out. I've got to actually get a mount for it, but check it out. Look at this. I am so blessed. Welcome to Dallas Cowboys country, home of the Jobu Sports. Tell me that's not cool. Tell me that's not cool, y'all. I got some of the neatest stuff. Oh, my God. Shout out to Miss Tracy. I don't know where she got it made, but I'm glad she did. Mark, I received my shot glass today. Pictures coming soon. That's true. Yeah, a lot of you guys got shot glasses, got Joe Barty's and everything else. Please send me some pictures.
And more
please.
Yeah,
and more. Yeah, good Lord knows. Stamps.com is loving us right now. James Washington is almost as good as Gallup. We'll see on that one. Now, I will say, James Washington 1 year did average 17.3 yards per reception.
He looked good with when he played with the Steelers, but they had a good offense. They had a good offense too to go along with him. So we'll see. We'll see if he sees the field.
Looking for a smart ass response. Roz, when do I ever give you smart ass response? Let's hear my. Oh Lordy, game changers. Loves the rumors.
Here.
I have got mine yet, Mark. Mike Gage. Did you go to the Thrive site there, Mike, and get registered? James Washington is not Michael Gallup. I agree with Ross on that one. Next meeting between the Cowboys and Eagles is a long ways off. Things will have changed by then. Don't even care about the Eagles until a week before we play them. Let's take a week at a time. Amen. Glimmerman, Shout out to Glimmerman. You are 100% right on that because we need to focus in on the Lions right now and Dan Campbell. So, Brother Roz, you are the stats man, and I actually haven't asked you, how's it looking for the Cowboys that are 7-point favorites? Do the Lions have a chance? Okay, let's check out Mike Gage. Mike, send an email in so we can double check and see if you were one of the ones that just went out or not.
I think it just went out because that name looks familiar.
Mike Gage? Okay. Email me, cowboysmark94@gmail, so we can double check on that.
No, I think that one just went out because that name looks very familiar.
Okay. Killed off, you couldn't name 2 Super Bowl Eagles winning of players. How's Rio? Rio's going to be okay. I like cookies. Ross? What? Oh, no. I can't play that anymore because it gets stuck in my head. Mark, we just need to lock in on this week. You're right. We just need to get a win. Get to 5-2 and get out healthy. We're not winning the division. Eagles' record is too easy. Lamb, Gallup, Brown, Washington, Schultz. Imagine lining up against that. Yeah, that would be definitely a lot better than what we had the first game. Detroit should not be winning. Not sure what you'd like, but mostly Detroit defense is horrid.
Yeah, but they could put up a lot of points.
Now, after last week where they didn't put up any points against the New England, what are we saying about their offense?
But Matt Patricia used to be their coach, so he knows the book.
Matt didn't know shit when he was there.
Well,
James Nooks, what's up?
They know enough to have a game plan against them.
James Nooks said he didn't get his Joe Barty or his shot glasses.
Did you go to the Thrive site?
James,
'cause I can only send out what I get.
James, email me so we can double check on the if you're in the Thrive site. No, turn off those losers on the TV. Oh, okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
if you don't go to the Thrive site, I don't know who's what.
Okay, how about Post Malone? There, that's a better view. Okay, there we go. All right, so we turned off the losers. Offense getting back their players and will show up. We have to be careful. This could be a trap game. Of course, every game could be a trap game. Doesn't matter much because there'll likely be a 17-24 point offense this week. Eagle fans, twice if we beat them, and yeah, that's the only chance. All right, Mike, I'll check it out. Anything more than that is because Dallas let them have it. Okay. Well, it seems like the Cowboys, one, are healthy. Two, Micah Parsons seems like he's pissed and definitely want to get some payback and get back on track with the sacks. Dan Quinn doesn't seem to be happy either about giving up over 20 points either. So I'm hoping that the Cowboys come out and they answer the bell. Now, how many people watched the game last night? I know we had some people in here. We had a bunch of people that were in here. I don't know if you watched the game last night. It was interesting to see Kyler Murray when he was running off after they took a timeout before the half. He's telling his coach to calm the F down. Literally yelling at his coach, calm the F down. I was kind of like, damn, when I saw that this morning. Anybody else kind of say, wow, shit is getting kind of crazy in with the Cardinals? Nobody? Mike, nobody?
I mean, Andy Dalton's ass.
Well, quite okay.
James Winston's like, can I play? Can I play? He was ready to play. He was still.
Andy Dalton. Oh my God.
And the sad thing is
to think that people literally said trade Dak and keep Andy Dalton.
And James Winston's our third string quarterback. He could have played better than Andy Dalton.
Dink and dunk Dak doesn't have the balls to do that. Oh, Lordy. Eastside, you're really going to go to that? You know, it's funny. I tell you what's so funny is the Dak-isms. You know what I'm talking about, Dak-isms? It's funny how the only quarterback in the history of the NFL that's a dink and dunker was Dak Prescott. Did you ever notice that, Eastside? That the only quarterback to ever have empty calories or garbage time yards is Dak Prescott? You guys ever notice that? That, you know, when Dak does something, it's all of a sudden, you remember when they used to say, well, Dak doesn't beat winning teams. Okay. Kathy Keller, what's up? Oh, Dak isn't exactly Daniel Jones or David Mills. Damn, Brother Roz. Okay. An eagle that shit fast won't last long. Okay. He said, I didn't know that. Darlene, he said, I didn't know that he had 35 points again, 10-10, 400-yard passing, and 4,000 yards. Who said that, Darlene? I'm sorry. I'm confused. You're 100% right, Mike Spalding, that Dak haters are going to hate. Tyreek Hill has never had as many deep passes in the last 6 years as he's had this year. Is that true, Brother Ross? Interesting. Vanessa Thomas. What's up, Vanessa? I remember seeing Vanessa's went out too. Right? Kyler Murray is 5'6" baby who's overpaid.
This guy.
Okay, so we got the Cowboys. For some reason, for once, the Cowboys lose, and people move them up in the rankings. Are the Cowboys for real? Do you think the Cowboys are for real, Mike? Do you think we have a chance? Twan Eagles, what's up, Twan?
We have a chance.
I think with Dak, we have a great chance. I'm not going to say we're going to the Super Bowl and stuff, but, you know, we have a good chance as everybody else. I know that Eagle fans will think differently, that they've already won the Super Bowl. Dak Prescott has 35 points a game last year, 10 in vote yards passing. Yeah. Oh, well, he had 4,500 yards last year, the 37 TDs and only 10 interceptions. It doesn't matter if you win by 1 or 100. Winning is winning. Same goes for losing is losing. Yes, I got mine. Oh, cool. Glad you got that, Vanessa. Cowboys totally could win the Super Bowl. I have no... What? Brother Ross? I think we ripped off at least 6 wins in a row from here on. You know, well, ripping off the 6 in a row right now are great, but the ones that matter will be is, can we win them in the playoffs? That's the big question. We need to make a couple. Jerry Jones says basically, you know, we're not looking at anybody. And as far as DJ Moore, when you saw what Christian McCaffrey got, along with the contract that DJ Moore, we know that Stephen Jones is going to pay that. Parsons with 6 sacks and Armstrong with 5 sacks. It only gets better. Go Cowboys. Yeah, there you go. We got a chance. The Eagles got exposed, down they come. That was about the same stats as Aaron Rodgers last year. It was exactly the same stats as Aaron Rodgers. The only difference, Aaron Rodgers had only 4 interceptions, and he was MVP. Dak was ass by what everybody else. Honestly, our biggest problem last year was field position, and we saw some with rush. It was either 3 and out or score. But some of that, though, is dictated by when you have penalties. And when you think about the Eagles game, we had 10 penalties. So
we had interceptions, too.
You know, and the interceptions, those things matter. I know people say, you know, shut up, penalties don't do anything. Well, you're an idiot. You're basically...
You're an idiot!
If you don't think that penalties matter. No, the CMC chat is wrong. So are you saying that was a good move then, Brother Ross, for the 49ers to get him? Shout out to Felix, 2 months as a channel member. Boom. We need to beef up our run defense. That would, what we really need to do, here's what we really need to do. And this is a thing that Dak will change what happens with the defense. The thing that we tried to do with Cooper Rush was don't make mistakes and keep it close, okay? Take your opportunities, but be, if you can't, if it's not there, better to deal with field position and live to fight for another series. If the Cowboys can actually score more points and turn teams into being one-dimensional, as in they need to, James Snyder, do you remember Angela Lansbury? Of course, Murder, She Wrote. She just passed away about 2 weeks ago. If we can score more points and force teams to have to be one-dimensional and pass, that's going to help the defense, one, because they're not going to be exposed with the run, but two, they're going to be able to pin their ears back and be able to go after the quarterback. And that's what you want this defense to do. And the only way you're going to do that is by being a threat by scoring. And the Cowboys, basically 24 points is going to be about the max that we were getting with Cooper Rush. That should improve. So Christian McCaffrey is an improvement of real football, not fantasy, that provides an extra piece. The cost therein is actually a small price tag if he's cut this year and $0 million if he's cut next season. Yeah, but what about the picks that they gave up? A second, a third, a fourth for next year? Wait a minute. What do you mean? What do you mean if the Cowboys go up a 30? Oh, yes. Well, it's not necessarily 35 points. If the Cowboys go up by 2 scores, teams aren't going to run the football as much. They're going to be passing, trying to catch up and keep up with them. Yeah, I think 49ers paid too much on it. But I think the 49ers were worried about him going to the Rams and looking at it and saying, yeah, if we give a little bit more right now, it still hurts our division rival. That's my thinking on it, but I could be wrong. But Jerry Jones basically says, we're not looking at anybody, but most trades don't happen until somebody picks up the phone and calls you. So basically what he's saying is, we'll listen if you've got, an offer, but we're not looking to go out and try and get somebody. That's not the Dallas Cowboy way. Thinks Dak's legs are going to help out run game a lot. Well, not just necessarily the run game, but also with the bootlegs. Him running and getting outside of the pocket is definitely going to change things big time. Because as we've seen with a lot of teams, when you end up getting the quarterback outside in space and is a possible run threat, the defender either has to stick with the receiver or he's got to end up coming after you. And both ways are a no-win situation. Callie, actually I do. From what they've been saying that he's been throwing wise, that he's not wearing the brace or anything, that, at some point you got to go out there. McCaffrey's always hurt. That's the thing I wonder. He's made it through the first 6 games this year. Wouldn't it be crazy if a week or two in he ended up getting hurt again? Not that I'm not wishing that on him, but that's the kind of thing that you kind of worry about with him, a guy that's been in the league for 7 years. 6-0, Dallas not making it past the first round. Put that hat on. You owe us a week. Empire family, are you new here, buddy? Are you new here? Because the deal is uno más, 1 single video a day. It's not wear the hat all damn day. Are you crazy?
You're an idiot.
I done my day, son. I done my day. This trade's going to help Deebo Samuels. Well, that's true, because Deebo's like, you're paying a running back there. Okay, I'm not that guy. Empire Family 7. Wow, you beat our backup quarterback. Let's not talk playoffs. Christian McCaffrey was a great pickup for the 49ers. I'm not sure that, well, time will tell on that one. But that was a lot to give up for him. Darlene, I'm with you on that one. I love when people come in and talk because they don't know what they're talking about. He don't know what he's talking about. He's saying, shut up and put on the hat because I owe him a week. I don't owe you. Wait, let me be clear. I don't owe you Eagle fans shit. I owe Philly 500.
That's
okay
for the bet.
Philly 500 I owe, and I already paid my day's worth. Look who's here. Hi, John Mooney. Wait a minute, is Looney Mooney's in? Oh wait. Washington did get a win this week, didn't they? This past week.
Well, it's because you know why.
Why?
Because Carson Wentz is undefeated on Thursday Night Football.
Oh, that's right. But he got a broke hand. John Mooney, are you happy with your team? Are you happy with the Washington? Weren't you the one that was saying that the Washington Commanders were going to sweep us? But you know what, John? I'm glad you're not a cockroach. Welcome back. Welcome back. Appreciate you coming back, man. You're a few weeks late after that loss to the Cowboys, but it's okay. But Washington now has Heineke back in.
We'll see how he does.
What if? Now here's a crazy one. What if Heineke pulls a Cooper Rush and starts winning a couple of games? What happens when Carson Wentz gets healed? Oh, John Mooney. Wentz will come back and will crush.
You're an idiot.
Brother Ross, you know that's my trigger right there, Schultz and blocking, right? John Wayne was wrong before the evening start. Heineke is probably better quarterback than Carson Wentz. Miss Delafie, shout out to another one of the ladies, even though she's an Eagle lady.
She can't be worse than the other Eagles.
Well, okay, but yeah, honestly, I didn't know the Eagles had ladies in their chats. Shout out to her. Yeah. I tell you what, that's one lady you probably don't want to mess with because she'll probably put a foot in your ass. Can you explain oh my God, John Mooney, seriously. Take a look at your quarterback who holds on to the ball too long, okay? Seriously, that's being gun shy, afraid to throw the pass. Philly was trying to bet your son for the belt back and was hiding during the last week, you knew.
No, I wasn't hiding.
And we need the belt for Christmas. Empire Family 7, that belt's got nothing to do with me. For some reason, people think that I own the belt. But here's the thing. Philly 500 never paid a cent for that belt. Cop Pizzle didn't pay a cent for that belt. That belt belongs to him. And what we ended up doing with that, they paid for shipping.
That's
what we
about
ended up
it.
doing with, allegedly, actually, who changed the rules were Philly 500 because he decided after the bet was only between him and Michael was to bet with that giant guy. And so whoever gets the belt, it's their decision to do what they want with the belt. I ended up giving it back to Michael and saying, here you go, when the bet was over with. And if you don't like that, you know what you guys can do? What Philly can do and that giant got what?
No, you're good.
Okay, the way you jumped there.
We could talk about the stream.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing that's kind of cool. If Philly 500 or that giant guy want to put their money in and make and buy one and get one made and bet it, they're okay to. That's not the only belt in the world. You can easily get one made online.
AMBelts.com is where I got mine.
There you go.
So I got mine.
And you can put on there, you can put
AMBelts.com.
the NFC East Championship belt, on it. That's not the only belt in the world.
Pick what belt.
Let it go, man.
All you gotta do is pick what belt you want, and then
I'm serious.
And then you just send them. You pay extra $30, and they'll put whatever designs you want on it.
I mean, seriously.
And you can get a rush too.
Yeah,
Rush way.
I believe John Mooney is actually staying, but I could be wrong on that. Hope you washed that belt when you got it back from Pizzle. Yeah. We got the win time to move on. Yeah, that's right. You know, I hope the Eagles live in beating the Cowboys and not pay attention to everybody else, because that shit will come back to bite them in the ass. What's up, Aisha Robinson? All right, so it's 10 o'clock. It's time actually for a drawing here, isn't it? Philly 500 streaming the Phillies game. Okay.
Well, that's his team. I mean, I would hope he's live streaming during when one of his teams playing.
Okay, so John Mooney, or AKA Stan. No, and here's the thing. I shouldn't even respond to you because I know who you are.
Well, don't say no.
I never said he was racist. This is where you take stuff out of context and try and make me seem like I'm somebody I'm not. I said that some things that were coming through from some giant fans were being said that were racist. Now, there is no law out there that says that I have to do anything other than my channel. I do not have to bet anybody. I do not have to do stuff with somebody else. We choose to have those situations. He chooses to be the way he is, and his audience is a lot younger and a lot coarser than mine. But when I have people like Thomas Garrett, who's somebody who's like my age, somebody that's like Lola, Angelica, and all that, the WWE, trash talking, this, that, that's not what I do here. It's not what I do. It's not my brand. That's his brand, works for him. My brand is actually spreading mojo. So, John Mooney, go ahead, cut it up, make a video about it, and everything else. Go ahead, no problem. All right, who's our winner for the night? What the look?
I have to pick somebody else.
Who is it?
I'll show you.
Huh? Eastside Herald? Okay. Because Eastside. Oh. It's Eastside again?
Both. This one, we already sent them stuff out already.
Okay, so we got to try and spread it out to somebody else. But hold it.
Then I did.
Randy.
And
okay.
I picked Eastside Herald, who has a response.
Well, pick another. Okay, here's what we had Randy Seitz, who we just sent a big package to.
Yeah,
okay,
and
then Eastside has won before, but Eastside won't send it. Won't send a address to send the thing in there. He knows that he's going to get a poop emoji plaque.
No, he'll get the JJ Watt ass to face.
Mark, you do you in the end. The amen to that one, Cowboy Mafia.
Oh, here's a new one. So,
oh my God, Stan, go suck on an egg, damn it. Oh man.
Here's a new one.
It's Chai Records. Chai Record is a winner. Chicken dinner. Chai Records. Email me cowboysmark94@gmail.
He was in the chat.
I tell you what. Well, we're making some different plaques. We got two different ones that we actually made today of Zeke Elliott, and we're going to be working on one for Michael Gallup and D-Law too.
Michael Gallup's going to take some time. At least 4 hours.
So Chai Records. Is Chai still in here?
They were in here earlier. They super chatted earlier today, and that they probably super chatted the other day because that's your handwriting.
Okay, all right. So we got it. See if they're suck on an egg. Oh man. Usually when you hear, well, here's the game that's being played. Is I tell you what, maybe this is a better way to do it.
I say it again, you've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok. This is what he does.
See, what the person does, and I don't know what kind of life that this person has. Their life is Mark Holmes. And hating on no, just let me go ahead and know this.
I'm not going to say well.
Well, no. Here's what I'm just going to explain to what goes on. That this person ends up having all these different profiles. DAP Sports, that's one of them. The Tracy Holmes, that's another one of them. We believe John Mooney's probably another one. And what he'll do is he'll come in and say, oh, Cop Pizzle, or oh, you're stealing content. And it's not only with me, we'll go to other YouTubers and try to stir stuff up so that way they say things. So, I guess I should be flattered that this person must literally spend all day, every day thinking about me.
I would never be flattered.
Or scared. I don't know which one.
I wouldn't be scared.
But again, you do you, dude. Any trade rumors? Yes, the trade rumors are that the Cowboys won't be trading anything, Chris.
But we won't be trading any players for picks.
The Cowboys, they believe in their own players. That's their thing. We believe in. Stephen Jones said it. We believe in our own players, and right now, Stephen Jones and Jerry Jones, as opposed to say Denver. That paid $250 million for Russell Wilson.
Gave 3 players and 3 picks. It was number 1 to number 2 and a 5th round pick.
You look at Denver, getting Randy Gregory. Would we have been better off paying $75 million for Randy Gregory right now? Right? I'm looking and saying that we ended up getting quite a few players instead of Randy Gregory, and ain't nobody talking about Randy Gregory anymore. You look at when people were talking about us letting go Connor Williams and Lyle Collins. Ain't nobody talking about that either.
To that guy who went to Buffalo, how bad we were. How mad
Cole Beasley?
No.
You mean Von Miller?
Yeah, Von Miller. We were so bad about Von Miller. That's now it's an after.
Well, Von Miller still would be a game changer out there, but
our defense still playing good without him.
Oh, I agree.
So he's like,
for less money. So Stephen Jones right now he's pulling them pants up. Cat boy my ass. Right?
And what's his name? Wagner. How good is Wagner playing this year so far?
Bobby Wagner. He's not bad. Young Wilson.
Take the money
he's not playing bad, but
would have been a game changer on our team.
He would have been better than Van Der Esch. I'll say that much. But Anthony Barr is playing pretty well for us. The thing is, the guys that they brought in fit the system that they have.
Exactly.
And also too, they were familiar with the system that's being run. So I'm not mad about him.
I know.
We're talking about a defense we're going to get parked back. Damone Clark. Yeah, Clark, that's an interesting one because Clark only has about another week left before he has to be on the roster or put back on IR. Josh, everything's good, man. I'm alive. I'm here talking with you people. It's week 7 in the NFL. The Cowboys play on Sunday with a chance to go 5-2. I'm excited. Yeah, Wilson and Gregory are hurt. Yep. But Cedric Wilson couldn't really get on the field, though, with all the other players that they brought in. For him, when he signed up, he thought, yeah, man, I'm going to be a starter. And it's like, oh, you got Tyreek Hill? Oh, yeah. Miss Delphia, I don't have actually time to watch basketball or baseball. Because here's the thing, Miss Delphia. Miss Delphia, you're a miss, so I'm assuming that you're not married. But I am married to a wonderful wife who does a lot of great things to help me, like my flag here, okay? I know you won't like it, but if you were to come to my house, you would see a welcome sign right there, home of Jobu Sports. My wonderful wife got this made for me for my spot here. I spend so much time and energy on the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys, believe it or not, believe it or not, just keeping up with the Cowboys, even in the off season, is a full-time job. And when I do something, I do it fully. So I try and understand every aspect of the Cowboys. If I did baseball with 162 games,
that's too much.
Or basketball with 82 games, I'd be divorced.
That's too much.
The red brick house is a labor of love, Josh. That's one of those things that, unfortunately, I've got multiple houses down there that I have to work on. In fact, I've got a house that we've got to renovate for some people to move in, tenants to get into it. And so I only get a couple days here and a couple days there. But we did get the electric panel and stuff put in. We're getting ready to get electricity on there, hopefully within the next month. James Snyder, I believe James just got sent too, didn't he?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, James, I think your stuff just got sent. I remember seeing you on the list today. Or yesterday, but we've had so much stuff the last couple of days, I can't tell one day from the other. But the red brick house is one of those things that you got to have time and money to do it. And usually when you have time, you don't have money. And when you have money, you don't have the time. It's kind of crazy how that works out. But we've done a little bit on it. My brother got the roof on there a couple of days ago. Michael got the panel in. I've started doing some of the structural framing, and next time we go down, we got to dig the footers up underneath the crawl space there, so we can start rebuilding the floor. But
that it might be easier the way that you were.
Well, it definitely can be. We won't have to rip out as much stuff, and we can jack it on it. We're going to need a whole bunch more jacks, but it's getting there. And if you want to see how it's progressing, I do have 2 other channels. The Jobu's Day Job, you can see the videos and see where we are with that house. And I also have my cooking channel. In fact, I cooked dinner live tonight on that channel, and I have all of my recipes. I think I'm going to do a Reuben sub. And I'm going to do it like the Cuban sub. So the sub roll is hot.
Is that the sandwich for?
Yeah, well, Detroit is known for Chicago deep dish pizza. I'm not going to do a pizza sub. I'm not going to do that.
I would.
No. I mean, I guess I could scoop out the bread and put, we're not doing that.
If you're going to have pizza, you're going to have pizza. You're going to have pizza sub.
Right. They're known for Coney Island hot dogs, and I'm not going to do a hot dog sub. That would be one big-ass
hot dogs. That's New York or New Jersey.
That's what, I'm just telling you what they're known for. Look, the deep dish pizza is Chicago, okay? And the other thing is they're known for corned beef sandwiches. So we're going to do a corned beef sub. So we're going to grill the bread, the inside of the bread, then put the cheese on it, then grill the other side of it, put the weight on there with the corned beef, the sauerkraut, and the Russian dressing and the Swiss cheese. I know it's an ugly, hey, listen, here's what you got to understand about the hat and all that, okay? Understand the pain we suffered from the Eagles, so we don't let that shit happen again, okay? So that's a reminder here of our failure and how we have to change, okay?
Play calling.
This is our red badge. There's no honor in it, but we got to turn that thing into it. Let Russ crook crap. Oh, Russell Wilson. Wow. He is being thrown under the bus and backed up on.
That guy, all he cares about is stats. That's all he cares about. He don't care about the team. He's a systematic quarterback.
No, it's okay. I mean, you're right. We'll keep it away from Jobu.
He's a systematic quarterback.
Lions defense is atrocious. Detroit is known for having a lousy football team. All right, so we've cussed out a few Eagle fans here, and we're done for the night. We're done. What's up, Cowboys Nation? What's up, LA Lakers show? What pork do you smoke, brother? Usually it's pork butt or pork shoulders. Or ribs. I'll do ribs too. No sauerkraut for this guy. Okay. That always looks good. Free Henry Ruggs. Jared Morrison, dude, this season ain't nowhere near over.
Of course.
Pew.
4-2.
Mary, what's up, Mary? How are you doing? Yes, Tua will. That's going to be. The NFL is going to be holding their breath for that game.
Well, that's why they're tightening up on concussions, because they know that about that lawsuit. If it hasn't already happened, it's coming through from the NFLPA.
Yeah. Glad you got your shot glass. All right, man. Hey, LA Lakers show, make sure you send me a picture with you with the shot glass or a picture of the shot glass wherever its new home is, okay? I love your cooking videos, Miss Delphia. Well, shout out to you. Well, I'll tell you what, that steak and cheese, even though the Cowboys didn't win, the steak and cheese was good. There was some of the bread kind of fell off, but it had the juice from the steak on it. Oh, my God, that was good, though. It was good. You have to admit that steak and cheese sub was good. Frank, who's your team? I want the hat to burn it. Don't give it to Miss Delphia. This is scared. My cat is sad. Already eaten all the candy for the kids for Halloween. Daggone Darlene. See, that's my worry is, that's why I'm trying to get back on keto, because I know we got the Halloween candy coming. But anyway, we're going to get up out of here, good people, and send me your pictures of you with your shot glass, so that way we can get everybody added on here. Your shot glass, your Joe Barty, your coasters, whatever, or prints that you get from me. But I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Now get your shot glass on. All right, good people. I appreciate each and every one of you guys, as well as you ladies. Keep the faith. We got a big game this weekend, and hopefully we get a victory. Where? Oh, there we go. It's time to turn out the lights. This party's over.
The party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night. The party's over. And tomorrow and next year starts the same old thing again.